waves crashing on the shore. Every moment feels like home. Clown songs in the air, nowhere else to go. In this town we find a...
Hello and welcome back to Carnivore Crumbs. I'm coming to you today from our house here in Lipa City, Batangas, in the beautiful island of Luzon, Philippines. Love living here, but it is quite a challenge attempting to live a carnivore lifestyle. Just want to give you a little gander of what our neighborhood looks like. There's our neighbors getting ready to leave over there. Really nice folks. But anyway, that's what this channel is all about, talking about the carnivore lifestyle, the challenges involved with trying to do it in a foreign country, and the challenges with finding products and just basically living that lifestyle in a land where it's not very common. It's not a common thing. So anyway, I just passed the 3-month mark, I'm happy to say, and I checked my blood pressure this morning. It was 97/69, which is a really good number for me. I weighed in at 255 pounds, which is still a fat number for me. But in the 3 months, I've gone from 288 pounds down to 255 pounds. And I'm very happy with that because I feel very satisfied when I eat. I'm not hungry. That's the beautiful thing about this diet. The real human diet, I guess, the one that we were meant to eat, at least in my opinion anyway. Today we're gonna make some carnivore pancakes. They're really delicious. That's what I'm gonna have for my lunch meal today. I eat 2 times a day and take in about 18 to 1900 calories. And it's all protein and fat, just trace carbs here and there with some added ingredients to some of the dishes. But anyway, come along and check out this pancake recipe. It might be something that you could incorporate into your daily diet should you want to go the carnivore route for health, weight loss, or for whatever reason. But anyway, come along with us. That's what we're going to do today. Hey, this is how we grind up our chicharron or pork rinds. We buy these locally here at the Dolly. I'm going to show you the label. They're really inexpensive. They're only like 50 pesos a bag, which is less than $1. See if you can get a zoom in on the label. You can see it has no carbohydrates, and you can see the calorie count and all that stuff. But what I do is I grind these things up ahead of time and then use them in several recipes that I'm going to share with you as time goes by. This is my little food processor that I ordered on Lazada, which is the Philippine equivalent of Amazon here in the Philippines. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to grind these up. Just give me a second. There they are, the pork grinds. This is you can find a food processor like this on Amazon really cheap. And just grind it up until it's like a consistency of a coarse flour. It takes about 20 to 30 seconds. Whenever you're done, this is the consistency you're looking for. Anyway, I'm going to finish grinding these pork rinds up, and then later I'm going to make some pancakes with them. So stick around for that. I'll be back with you whenever I finish grinding up all the pork rinds. All right, welcome back. This is the end result of my pork rinds, or pork panko, which you can buy already ground up in the USA, but here you're going to have to make this yourself. And this is what I made from the pork rinds, and that's the consistency you're looking for. Okay, so we're going to make some panko pancakes, or it's got quite a few ingredients, but I'll go through the ingredients with you. Of course, the main ingredient is 1 cup of the pork panko. Now you can adjust this recipe for your own needs. Like if I'm only making this for 1 person, so I just use 1 cup of pork panko. I need 1 tablespoon of beef gelatin. which I order also from Lazada. Lazada is a godsend for anyone that wants to buy like U.S. type products in the Philippines. So we got 1 tablespoon of beef gelatin.
Okay.
That helps increase or give you a better texture with pancakes. These things are delicious, by the way. The key is getting the pork taste out of the pork rind. This is baking powder. Jen labeled it for me really nice, but you can buy this at any supermarket, and it's also 1 tablespoon. This kind of adds to the fluffiness of the pancakes and they rise a little bit whenever you cook them on the stovetop. Next ingredient is cinnamon. This is an optional ingredient. I put it in there because it masks the taste of the pork rinds really well. You can use any seasoning you like, nutmeg. You can use vanilla, which I also use. I'm going to use vanilla and cinnamon this time. I'm almost out. So normally I would put about almost a tablespoon in there, but this time I'm just going to use the rest of what I have. But if you were doing this, put in about a tablespoon if you like cinnamon, and it will definitely help you with the pork taste. Now the rest of the ingredients, that's it for the dry ingredients. The rest of the ingredients are wet. I'm going to use some vanilla,
Show the green.
which I buy in the South supermarket here. All of these products are locally bought here in Lipa City, Batangas. 2 tablespoons of vanilla is for my taste. One more, it's really thick. Get it all out of there. Don't want to make a mess and get my wife angry at me for making a mess on the table.
I'm not.
Then you have 4 eggs. And eggs are the one thing that are very plentiful here in the Philippines. And we can buy a tray of 30 extra large eggs for 240 pesos, which is, let's say, $4, a little less than $4. Very reasonable. And these are all they're locally sourced. There's chicken farms all around us here in Plantation Meridian. And then there's 1/3 heavy cream. I buy Nestle here locally in the Philippines. It only has a half a. So we're going to put 1/3 of a cup of the heavy cream in there. It's really thick, you can see. I use this to make homemade ice cream and some other things as well that I'll share with you on some future videos. As always, guys, I'll put the macros and the actual recipe in the description box below. So I'm going to whisk this stuff up. Let me wash my hands really quick. And show you what the consistency looks like. And the thing to remember is when you're working with pork rinds, is you might have to add water. As this is, oh, it smells delicious. Whenever this stuff sits, it has a tendency to get really thick. It'll be the consistency of cookie dough batter. So what you have to do is add water. But this is what it looks like when you're done mixing it up. I'm gonna heat up my stove and add a little water to this, and we'll come back and show you what it looks like cooking. I'm gonna make some sausage to go with it, and I'll let you see how it tastes whenever we're all done, okay? So just hang around and we'll be back in just a few minutes. I also forgot another optional ingredient, which is a sweetener. I use organic pure stevia powder. The only ingredient is stevia. I buy it in 1 kilo bags from Lazada. You can do that. And this is just to your own personal taste as to how much you put in there. I usually put in about 3 tablespoons because it doesn't like overpower it. But what it really does is
It's not very
whenever I eat these pancakes, I do not taste any pork rinds at all. Anyway, whenever I'm all set to start cooking that, I'll be right back and we'll do that with you, okay? Okay, so I added a little water to the batter. You can see the consistency I got. It's a little more to my liking, but as we wait, you're gonna see it's gonna thicken up. What I got here is my hot nonstick pan with real butter as a lubricant. I like mine to be fairly good sized pancakes. So that's the size I shoot for. And I just let them sit there and cook until you start seeing bubbles form and pop all the way around it. Takes a little bit of time. These are my sausages that I bought at the South supermarket. Also 0 carb, which is awesome. And this sausage I made myself. And I just took ground pork that I got at the local butcher and put in my own seasonings. And I'm going to make a video and show you how to make your own sausage if you want to guarantee that you're actually getting quality pork sausage and you're not getting any carbs or fillers in there, so that we can all enjoy eating the proper human diet. Anyway, we're going to cook up these pancakes and I'll show you what they look like when they're all finished, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys, all finished with the pancakes and the sausage, and now we're just going to give it a big taste test and see what we think. This is what they look like when they're all done. My recipe made 5 really pretty good sized pancakes, and then my homemade sausage, and then the sausage links. So anyway, I'll give you a nutritional breakdown in the description box below for the entire meal, plus just for the pancakes in that recipe. They're really tasty. I bit a little taste. There's no pork taste whatsoever. And you can eat these with, you can make some homemade syrup using, I'll teach you how to do that in another video. This one, I don't want it to be very long. I'll show you what I do. But one thing that I do like is I buy this Walden Farm syrup from the Robinson Mall here in Lipa, Batangas. It's very expensive here because it's an import product. But it has 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 everything. But not 0 chemicals, I'm afraid. So if you're really health conscious and you're extremely, if you're doing this strictly from a health standpoint and not a weight loss standpoint, you'd probably cut this out. These things would be delicious with just butter. But I like to get a little, to satisfy my sweet tooth every once in a while so that I don't go out and crave and have a potential breakdown somewhere. Anyway, it's been 3 months. Let's see what these things taste like, okay? Pour some syrup. Okay. Holds up really well. You can see the texture of the pancake. It's looks like a real pancake, but now the true test, of course, is always this one. That's delicious. You can taste that cinnamon and the vanilla. There's maybe the very faintest hint. If you gave this to somebody that had no idea what was in it, they would never guess that it was pork rinds. Absolutely no way. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my breakfast, guys, and I'll finish this video up. And for anybody out there that maybe doesn't eat pork for religious reasons, or you just don't like the taste of it, or for whatever reason, I'm going to show you some alternatives to pork rinds in these recipes as well. And I'll show you how to make your own flour. And it's 100% carnivore friendly. But anyway, guys, until the next video, stay happy, stay healthy. Check us out on Crumbs in the Philippines, our other YouTube channel. And we'll see you at the next video. Take care.
Cause we're the crumbs and you'll love